Hello, my beautiful people. I really hope that you're doing good. I really hope that you're blessed. It's a new year, 2026. We praise God for this amazing year. So we are here at 464 here in Northmead along Parliament Road. Amazing place, great place. Do find time and visit, 464. So as you can see, on today's episode of the Corporate Talk, I'm joined, by a gentleman. So how are you? And just introduce yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Keith Chanda. My name is Paul Samutela Chilayi.
Awesome, Mr. Paul. It's good to hear from you. So, a quick one. Just introduce yourself. Like, who is Paul? Where did you grow up from?
Yeah. I grew up in Kalumbila. Yeah, and I was born in 2000 on the 7th of September. Yeah. My childhood was spent mostly in Kalumbila. Then later on, moved to Solwezi. That was in 2018. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Although I don't know exactly where Kalumbila is, but I know where Solwezi is. Yeah. And we actually met at NIPA. I mean, by the way, he's the Minister of Information at the National Institute of Public Administration. And what really caught my attention with you is that, in as much as you are a full-time student, you also do business, and how has been your journey through your business life, and how do you balance, school and business?
Well, for me, business is something that I rely on, and what drove me to start business is the situation. Where I come from is not a well-doing family. I wouldn't say it's. I come from a poor family because my parents would afford 3 meals in a day, but I wasn't so satisfied on how I was living. I want to drive those expensive cars, nice cars. I want to own my own stuff. So what do? Let me start a business. Yeah. So I joined NIPA in 2022. Yeah, June, July intake, and I'm studying my business administration. Well, to answer your question on how I balance school and business, most of the times my days are tough because in the morning I'm at a store, then later in the afternoon I'm in school. In the evening I have to go back to the store and balance up with my store controller. It's a bit hectic, but it's life as a man, so we keep moving every time. Yeah.
Awesome. That's interesting. And just great to hear on how you balance up, between business and in school. But then, how did you find yourself in this kind of business? I mean, you sell phones. How did you find yourself in this industry and this type of business?
Well, to start with, I used to sell the Chanda brand t-shirts, the Aso Dale. Yeah, no fake friends.
Oh, no fake.
Yeah. So that was in 2023 when I met one of my friends from way back who I used to play football with for under 13. By the way, I'm a footballer by profession.
Oh.
Yeah, I've played for Northwestern Province. Yeah, etc. So yeah, when I met a guy who had a simple business talk, I shared my ideas on how I do my business, and by that time I had switched from t-shirts to shoes. So I would advertise something that I never used to have, at a store, because by then we never used to have a store. So I would advertise something, maybe let's say from Young Feroz. When a customer purchases that and they send money, I would run to Young Feroz and get the stuff, then go back. When the difficult times used to be when I ran that side, the customer had already made the choice, then I find that the shoes are not available. So now I have to make a plan on how I'm going to convince a customer so that they can buy what's available in Young Feroz. Yeah, it was a bit hectic, but after me sharing a story with him, he got interested because he would see that I had potential in business. So he had asked me if I would join his business because he had started earlier before me. That was a year before I started my business. So yeah, he was into gadgets business. So he told me about it. Then I got interested. That's how I started posting the phones. I would post the phones that I never used to have. When a customer asks, "No, do you have an iPhone 7?" I would post an iPhone 7. Yeah, I rush to his store, I get the phone, and here we are we've got a store in physical. You can even come through. We're located in Lusaka, Zambia, Providential Shop number 14 along Kai Road. Yeah.
Awesome. That's good to hear. So I think from how you talked about, your background, you didn't grow up in Lusaka, right?
No. I just moved to Lusaka. Actually, my moving to Lusaka was all about school. Then, you know how life is, life being life. Well, as a man, you need to have a strong income. I can't depend on my parents because my parents would send me like a 400, 500 for a month, and which wasn't satisfying to myself. Like, you've got a girlfriend. What are you going to buy a girlfriend in that 500?
I know, right?
Yeah. So those people, we know that demanding, but they inspire us a lot to work extra hard. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Ladies, so that's anyway. I won't say anything. Comment reserved. Yeah. But that's so interesting to hear that you didn't grow up in Osaka, but you came here all because of school, and you studying business, and now you're doing well. But then, how was the transition from selling clothes, shoes, and phones?
It was something hectic. When my friend told me about when I was selling t-shirts, it was easier because I would just advertise on my Facebook, normally on my personal account. But when it came to phones, the first question I asked him when he told me about the business was like, how would someone buy a phone every day? Because I want a business where I would make sales every day. Not of me waiting for months. It was like, bro, people buy phones every day. And Lusaka is a busy place. Though I didn't believe in much, but me believing in whatever I was doing made me believe in what he said. Yeah. So I kept on advertising. Though, it's not a one-day thing. And I wouldn't say I've got a mad clientele. No. It's something whereby I'm trying a bit by bit. It's developing each and every day. So I think in every business, the most important thing is a customer relationship. Yeah, and a good customer relationship comes with a big loyalty. And when a customer is loyal for you, they begin to speak goods about your brand, and they bring more customers to you. So a customer relationship is very important in business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, that's good to hear about the transition from selling shoes, and now you are in phones. But then growing up, did you have this mindset and said, okay, I really want to be a businessman when I grow up, or maybe it's just something that clicked when you reached in Lusaka?
I would lie if I say I grew up thinking of business. A long time ago. Sometimes I feel like the mindset also depends on the environment that you're living in. Because I remember when I was way back in Kalumbila, all I would think of is when I grow up, I want to become an engineer. I want to work in the mines, since there are a lot of mines in the Northwestern,
Oh.
Yeah, Havana Gold and something like that.
Mom, whatever, and a good duke.
Yeah, so all I would think of is, let me finish up school, I'll get employed in the mine, then start working, start getting my salary. A long time would even dream of getting a 1,000 salary. Would think as if it was a lot of money. Yeah. But so when I moved, I actually got my scholarship. That was in 2015. So I learned all my grade 7 up to university. My first diploma. I did my first diploma at NEPA. Now I'm done. I'm doing a degree right now. So I did it on a scholarship, 100% scholarship, by being sponsored by Sentinel Kalumbila. I highly appreciate Sentinel Kalumbila Trident Foundation. These guys have put a good map on my life journey. Yeah, without them, I don't think so if I would be here. Because to answer your question, when I moved to an international school called Sentinel Kabitaka, that's where I started developing a business mind. Because I would meet a lot of well-doing children. Their parents are doing well. I tell my rich kids. Yeah. So it was that thing whereby you go to a mall, you're going to a certain mall. Every Sunday would go by the mall, by the way, to do our shoppings. So let's go. You go out on a mall. Your parents have only sent you a 150, and then your friend just goes randomly, calls the dad to say, "Hey, Dad, I'm by the mall. Can you please send me something?" All of a sudden, they just receive a 15,000. Then you go what's this? You ask them, what does your dad do? What they could say is business. So yeah, so that my mindset started developing on business. Started reading books. Yeah, books really helped. Yeah, and also watched some videos on YouTube, on Facebook. Yeah, and I would also follow like these people who are doing well, like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and also like these motivational speakers like Steve Harvey. Yeah, so on and so forth.
Interesting. No, that's good to hear. And I think you mentioned something that yes, you graduated the NIPA in your diploma level for doing business administration. But then, despite you graduating and still doing well in business, you still, enrolled for a degree program, right?
Yeah, yes, I'm now doing a degree.
Okay, now, you know how, people these days, find it so hard. If at all, business is doing well, they won't even, think of going back to school, But, despite you doing good in business, you've balanced well with our education, and you are still, in school. So what's the importance of, being a businessman, and also, just, having an opportunity of also being educated, like what's the importance of school in line with business as well?
Oh yeah, so to start with, they did say that education is the most powerful tool. Yeah, so even when it comes to business, you still have to learn. So we go to school not to get a job, but we go to school to get more knowledge. Just like I mentioned earlier on, to say a customer service matters to our customers. The way someone who's been to school and someone who hasn't been to school, like it shows on how they attend to the customer. Some people would use emotions, like when attending to a customer, because they've never been to school. But me who's been to school, I know what emotions would bring to my brand. So I avoid all those things because I've been to school. And someone who hasn't been to school, they would find it to be normal. But me who's been to school, it's not something very normal. So yeah, we go to school to get more knowledge, not going there to get a job or something.
Awesome. No, that's so insightful, and that's great to hear about your view with regard doing business as well as being educated. So you were at NIPA, like you graduated with your diploma in business admin, and now you're doing a degree still at NIPA. And recently, last year you were elected as a Minister of Finance at the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA, the Institute of Choice, the only institute under the office of the the only institute under the office of the President himself, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. So, how was your journey? Being elected as a Minister of Finance, is it something that you really had aspired to as a student to one day, lead in the student union, or like how was it?
Well, my growing up has always been about leadership. Yeah, even way back in primary school and secondary school, sometimes I would be the football captain, volleyball captain, netball captain. I've done all those sports, by the way. So yeah, these previous elections for last year were so hectic for me. I wouldn't lie, because last year I gave it my first attempt, and it didn't go through. I was told I wasn't eligible for the forthcoming elections by then. But and this was a dream. The dream was for me to lead my fellow NIPA students, and I do want to swim so weak. I'm not someone who would easily give up. I gave it my first attempt, it didn't work out, and this time I wanted to upgrade, even in terms of the position, and to showcase my fans to say we can still do it, even when it didn't work out last time. This is something that is motivating. Even if it doesn't work out on the first time, it will surely work out next time. Yeah. By the way, elections are costly. Yeah. You know the fun part, Mr. Kid?
Yes, sir.
You would tell just by the graduation score there where we are doing our introduction to say this one is going to win, this one is not going to win. It's not all about being people's favorites. Somehow it's about I would say it's about being people's favorite, because how you treat them, is very important as well. And sorry to mention this, I know it's not part of your question, but to those who are aspiring for the forthcoming elections for 2026 to 2027, it's your time to start working right now. The most mistake that leaders make on campus is that we want to start our campaigns just there and then. It doesn't work out like that. If me and you are going to create this relationship right now, that means even when the elections come, you won't forget me. But if I want to create a good relationship with you just because of the elections, it won't work out. You won't forget the people that were there for you, even way back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. That's so insightful. And yeah, so now, you're still at NIPA, you're still running your own business. You are a full-time student. Your studies need attention. Your business needs attention. And you're also a Minister of Finance. That also needs attention. But then, so how do you now balance up? Now it's three things. Maybe we also put on top, maybe you also have a girlfriend. I don't know, maybe, she also needs attention. How do you tend to balance up all these things now?
It's somehow hectic. But as a man, you just have to be doing a lot of stuff at the same time. You can't put all eggs in one basket. So yeah, when it comes to NIPA, so me being a Minister of Finance, yeah, it's not like a daily thing. Yeah, because my major is to manage the money and also to source for the money. Yeah, so it's not like something that is so hectic. Yeah. And again, when it comes to academics, I go for work during the day, go back home, do a bit of studies. And by the way, I'm one of those people who say, at first start there, I'm last. What do you call them again?
I'm last minute. That's right, Lamar. But you mind saying it. Good bad job. I'm last minute. During the semester, they're on relax. But my last aspiration, I give more katsan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so yeah, I always give myself that week to say, okay, this time I'm not going to go for work. It's now school only. Nothing like NIPA, so it's school only. I would even alert my president to say, this time you just have to pardon me so that I can focus on school as well. Yeah. I'm somehow a fast learner when it comes to school stuff, so I would easily catch up. Even when I wasn't studying way back, but in the next let's say last 2 weeks, I can easily catch up. Yeah.
Awesome. It's really, really interesting. I'm really enjoying this conversation and just learning from this conversation. So, what positive message would you give to someone who wants to do both business and school? Let's say someone is a student, but they also want to succeed in business. What positive advice or message do you have for them?
Well, from my experience, a university, a college, etc. is a very good platform where you would start your business from. Our fellow students really support us. It's easy for me to make my brand big within campus. Yeah. And once I make my brand big within campus, there are people on campus who've got their friends from other campuses, other universities, I mean. Yeah. So they would spread the news about your brand, and your brand begins to expand so often. I will tell you, Mr. Keith, us being at the same university, it's a very, very great opportunity, and it's a rare opportunity to have in life. That's the only way for you to start your business. And anything that you want to do, just like you are doing as NIPA TV right now, this is very good. Yeah, people are getting to know about you. Not only do you have people following you from NIPA, but also other universities. Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed that. There's some other students from other universities, they want to know about NIPA and they're following you. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's very important. I think one thing that I always mention and emphasize is that when you go to a new place, always leave it better than you found it. Many a times, yes, I know when we are in school, it's very important to focus on our studies and get that paper. But okay, there is more to that, because it's through the connections that you make, during your time and your period in university that you end up building, genuine friendship, even those that will come through and help you in society. And also, you run a business, yes, which is PASACHI Eye Store.
Yes,
PASACHI Eye Store. Such a unique name. And how did you come up with PASACHI Eye Store?
Well, actually, PASACHI Eye Store stands for my full names. So the PA stands for Paul, SA stands for Samutela, then CHI stands for Chilayi. So Paul Samutela Chilayi. So that's a combination. Then we just added the Eye Store because we do it mostly with iPhones. Yeah, though Samsungs as well and Google Pixels, but we're into iPhones like 80%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So actually, that's so interesting because I actually thought, PASACHI was your real name because many people on campus, call you PASACHI, and getting to hear that, your first name is actually Paul and PASACHI is just, the business name. That's so creative of you, and it's very important. Okay, so PASACHI Eye Store. You had mentioned that when you're doing a diploma, it was on a scholarship, thing that had, right? Yeah, and now you are doing a degree program, and you're also running a successful, business. So, are you now in a place whereby, you are able to pay for your own tuition fees, or maybe you still are on sponsorship?
Yeah, exactly. I now pay my own school fees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So all bills on me, accommodation, school fees, grocery, money, all bills are on me now. Yeah.
No, that's so good. So, what's the importance of being disciplined as a man with regards to money? Because as a man, you have so many things to look after. You have family, you have mom, dad, siblings, and just people around you. And also, if you have a girlfriend, at least once in a while, it's very important to take her out. Just do good things for her. So, what's the importance of being disciplined with regards to money? Because you manage your own money. You pay yourself. I don't know if you actually even pay yourself, but yeah. But what's the importance of being disciplined with regards to money?
Yeah. So financial discipline plays a biggest role to every businessman out there. Yeah. If you're not managing your finances very well, your business won't be able to grow. Because that's the key. No one starts big. Everything starts small, then becomes big. Big things start small. That was actually one of my brands way back. Big things start small, and nothing changes if nothing changes. So to mention about me having a girl, this is one thing. You should always rate yourself. Always date your type. When I say your type, date someone that you would afford. If you earn 100 kwacha, date someone who would let's say demand for a 2 kwacha, which is like way manageable on your side. Not when you are earning 100 kwacha, then you're dating someone who wants wigs for 12,000. Your mom has never even gotten such. So yeah, I'm just joking by the way. So yeah, date your type, date your level. Don't don't spend more than you earn. Yeah, if you don't earn like them, don't spend like them. That's the truth. So one thing that destroys us youths is that we get influenced so easily. Yeah, even me, personally, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've also been influenced, but in a bad way. Yeah, over by my friends are doing this, but I just want to do it because I've got money. I've got the money that would make me do the same thing the person is doing, but I don't know how much they make at the end of the week or at the end of the day, at the end of a month. All I want to do to stay at the same level as them. That injures a lot of upcoming business people. So you have to know your range. You have to know where you stand. You have to know your level. So do the things that fit in your path. Don't follow others. Yeah. So that's my encouragement on that.
Awesome. That's good to hear. You date your level. If your amount is 100 kwacha, date someone who has who has the 2 kwacha. Yeah, but anyway, that's so insightful. With regards, the aspect of being disciplined with money. But then you manage your own money. Do you like have someone who manages your money, or maybe you are the only one who manages your money? So I'm asking this question because I want to find out if at all you get paid. Like, do you pay yourself, or maybe you just get at any time when you feel like?
Yeah, I do pay myself. So my payment is all about a commission. It depends on how on how the sales are going in that month. Yeah, and when you talk of how I manage man, personally I don't keep man. That's the thing. I believe in investing. Whatever I make, the little I make, I invest. Because I don't believe in saving, honestly. Yeah, because why am I saving when I can easily get other stuff to come in stock so that I advertise? Yeah, what am I saving for? I know saving is very important for some emergencies and other stuff. Yeah, but I highly believe in reinvesting. Yeah, because once I invest, that means I've prevented myself from playing with that money. You get? So I believe in investing. I make orders. I'm always broke, in short. Yeah, I'm always broke. But my stock is never we don't have we don't run out of stock. That's the thing. But I'm always broke personally. But the business is always having stock.
Okay, so a quick question. You've mentioned something that you're always broke, and you've talked about the importance of not saving but rather reinvesting the money. But then there's this aspect that people have that any person who does business, they're never broke. That a business person is never broke. And so when someone comes to you and asks maybe for a 100 kwacha, 50 kwacha, and when you say no with them, they're like, no, omuntu atitana mzama zeve alinazo. So how do you manage that? And is it true that as a business person, you are never broke, you always have money?
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest challenges that we face as upcoming businessmen. People always have that mentality to say this person has got money for as long as they're running a business. Sometimes business would be hard on you. Maybe you don't make sales, a day passes, you make a few sales in a week. Yeah, you also need to balance up. We've got rentals to pay for. Like we've got workers to pay for. We've got people that are helping us advertise that we need to pay. And then we also have things like that we're supposed to buy more like t-shirts. On the internet for us to advertise, we need to pay all those things. You understand? But people are always going to put it in their mind to say, for as long as you're doing a business, you're never going to be broke, and which is a wrong statement about business people. And to be honest with you, the business money is not my money. That's the thing. That's another brand. That's PASACHI store, Ampo. So the money that belongs to PASACHI store, if I haven't gotten my payment, it doesn't belong to me. That's a PASACHI store money. So that's why people begin to misunderstand everything. Actually, when people see you doing well, like our friends, our family, they would call, they want something so urgent. Yeah, and when you are in a situation of about, like you can't assist, or maybe you tell them I don't have enough money. Sometimes you can have stock, but you don't have cash on the table. You tell them, can I try and see what I can do tomorrow? They'll be like, no, this guy is stingy. But as the more you begin to get into business, the more you begin to make budgets. You can't just spend it now. I know that there's some urgent things, but we do help, yeah. Where we can help, we do help. Where we can't, we tell them, no, we can't, and they still don't believe. Yeah. One thing people forget is that we are still upcoming business people, and we've got a lot of challenges that we're facing. Sometimes we spend more than enough than we were supposed to. So all those challenges, we're still learning. I'm still learning myself. So yeah, people don't understand all that. Yeah.
No, that's good. It's been amazing. Having you, Mr. Po, also known as PASACHI, on the corporate talk. It's been an insightful conversation. So even as we wrap up this conversation, what few messages, like what advice would you give to a man out there, a boy child, or even a girl child, about the importance of going to school, regardless whether you are doing a side hustle business? But okay, when an opportunity comes for you to be in school, be in school. And just to know about business in general, like what message can you give to someone out there?
Well, to start with, I would encourage my fellow young ones who come from a not well-doing family. I wouldn't say poor. I don't like mentioning the word poor. Yeah, not a well-doing family. You know, you making it doesn't. Your family doesn't matter when it's about you making it. It's all about you. It's your life. Life is all about you. Whatever you put in is what you get back. Yeah. So don't say no. I come from from Chula, so I don't think so. If it's possible for me to make it, no, you can also turn it around. Yeah. And again, to people who are doing business, like these who are trying to start up some business. Business is not an easy journey to mention. I'm not trying to discourage them or to threaten them. It's the hardest journey, I guess, that I've ever faced in my life. Not these heartbreaks. I would see people cry on Facebook, TikTok to say, no, now I'm not. Business is something real.
Yeah.
You know, just to take you back, when I just started my business, I'd pump in a lot of money. I reached about 28,000 that I'd put in my stock. I ordered some phones, and the stock was nowhere to be seen. Like we lost that consignment. You get? Yeah. So you pass through all those hard times. So I was like, should I just give up? Then yeah, just like I mentioned earlier on to say, I've read several books that encourage me not to give up, and I also follow some people that encourage me not to give up. So it's also important to look up to other people. You know, alone you can't make it. Yeah. So that's one thing. It's not an easy journey, but don't give up. And one thing I've believed to say, Mr. Keith, is that whenever you're passing hard times, there's something big coming for you, or something very good coming for you. It might be a connection, or maybe like you can be in business, maybe from nowhere, you're passing tough times, the clientele just comes like everywhere. People just want to be getting stuff from you. Yeah. So yeah, whenever you're passing through hard times, don't give up. Stay focused. That's another thing as well. Stay patient. Like for us, we order our stuff from China, Dubai. Sometimes they would stay there like for a month, 2 months. But you know the thing with customers, them when you just delay with a day, they start calling you a scammer. Not knowing how much patience you have when it comes to ordering your stuff as well. But understand, it's part of a customer relation, and the customer is always right, which we believe, all of us, yeah. So, and another thing, just like I mentioned earlier on, the most important thing as well is the customer relation. Yeah, treat your customer right. And to those who've got workers in their, let me say, stores, companies, you know, there are two different customers, the internal customers and the external customers.
Yeah.
So the internal customers are your workers. Yeah. So to people own big companies of whereby they've got workers, always treat your internal customers right. Once you treat your internal customers right, they're also going to treat external customers right.
Yeah.
External customers are the people that come to get the products from us. Yeah. So it's more like a chain. You treat them right, they treat your external customers right.
Very important.
Yeah. So again to say, thank you very much, Mr. Keith, for having me on this beautiful interview. It's just like you mentioned earlier on, it's a new year. Yeah. New goals. For those good goals, we're just continuing. You can't have everything new.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a great honor. It's a rare opportunity for me, I would say. And one thing I would encourage you, Mr. Keith, is that keep working so hard. I love what your team is doing. Yeah. You guys have started from the bottom where we would all see to say these guys just started their stuff. Now here you are as NIPA TV, doing very well. And I'm here representing the NIPA Student Union as well. We NIPAs who are very proud of you to say. And we're trying to see on how we can appreciate you for the work that you've been doing. Yeah, we can't promise you, but want to make it as a surprise to you. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Keith Chanda.
So one thing that I've actually also noticed is that you have a very good relationship with with so many people, and one of the people is the current Nipaso president, Mr. Vincent Sakala. So what's the importance of maintaining good relationship with people? I mean, I see you around most of the time with him. You're always in good at good time. Yeah, so I see you around with him. You're always in good terms. So what's the importance of being in good terms with people and just maintaining good relationships?
To start with, Vincent Mwinde Sakala, the Nipaso one, Mr. President, my good leader, I would call him. He's been my brother for some time now. Even before I started dreaming of contesting for these Nipaso elections way back, I've known him for so long. He's someone who's helped me. Yeah, he's helped me so much. I can't disclose the stuff that he's done for me because he's been a real brother to me. I know people would only see us talk because of the leadership that we have right now and us sharing the same political party, which was power to the people. Yeah, but he's been a brother to me, to say. I remember he once served as Nipaso Secretary General, which was SG. So he had helped me a lot. You know how people change when they get into power, but he's someone that never changed on me. And I was more like a stranger to him by then, but he kept on being real to me. I respect you, Mr. President. Yeah. And to answer your question, yeah, since now it's my tenure to serve as Minister of Finance. It's a fortunate thing that I have to stay in good condition with him because me and him work together. I manage the man and he has to be there monitoring. So I have to stay in good condition. You know how Nipaso is made, eh? Like when you're not listening to your boss, he can easily kick you out or start blocking. And so the best thing to do, stay connected. Aligned.
Very important.
Yeah, so stay connected, do what he tells you. If get an opportunity of encouraging him or maybe consulting with him, do that as well, but know how to do it. You can't tell your boss off in front of people, but no. Yeah, we all get misunderstandings, but we'll go in the background there, we speak, we talk out things, we come back here, we are. Yeah, you know how it is, even friendship. Yeah. I would say he's my president and he's my friend as well. He's my brother too. Exactly. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's been my pleasure having you on the Corporate Talk 2026 amazing podcast. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've been talking to Paul Pasachi, owner, founder of Pasachi iStore. So if you're looking for genuine iPhone, please do get in touch with Pasachi iStore. Genuine phones, affordable prices. They have a physical shop, in town, so I'll put their number in the description if you want to get in touch with them. So thank you very much, and remember to subscribe, comment, and tell someone about the Corporate Talk. We are here for amazing content, and a big shout out to Lama. Thank you very much for being behind the camera. Always there, good guy, amazing guy. Yeah, thank you very much. Otherwise, with me, Keith, Mr. Paul Pasachi, and Lama, it's a wrap, guys. Thank you, and wishing you a blessed new year.